Hey everybody, I just wanted to do a little video up for everybody because I went into our LTLA community group this morning and did a live and it was talking all things stress. Now, not everybody is having a massive stress response at the moment, but we are getting inundated, especially within our community, of people that are really struggling with stress. They're struggling with anxiety, maybe mild. Some people have got higher levels of anxiety. People are having panic attacks, and their stress response at the moment, their stress hormones are just circulating in the body and it's causing them a whole lot of problems. So I just wanted to be a little bit more nerdy today, and you're going to see the light reflected in the whiteboard, but it's the only way I can really show you what is going on in the body. So let's just talk at the moment about stress, and I focus a lot about stress because when you are stressing and you're releasing all of those stress hormones, that is going to lower your immune system. We want to make sure now more than ever that you've got a really strong immune system. And the way in which one of the ways in which you build your immune system up is to make sure that you're handling stress well, that your body's not producing lots of stress hormones on a daily basis. That's going to cause havoc with either old diseases you may have had that are going to flare up, or it's not going to make you more susceptible to viruses, etc. So stress is a big one, okay, when it comes to the immunity. So we all know about the flight, and I'll just move that over, the fight or flight scenario. Our brain is hardwired. There's a part of our brain that is very prehistoric, very primitive, that back in the day, if there was a saber-toothed tiger, you would have a fight or flight response. That means that you would produce all of these adrenaline, stress hormones to actually get you out of that situation, whether you're fighting that saber-toothed tiger or you're running, okay, and you need extra blood flow to the extremities to make you run faster. Unfortunately, because our brain is hardwired that way, and we've got this part of the brain that does go into those stress responses very easily, our body or our brain gets confused with starting a new job, pandemics, losing a job, the loss of a family member. So basically all of these things that can happen in our lives on a daily basis, our body or our mind is releasing this hormone because it thinks that it's going to go into this fight or flight scenario. So what happens, and I'm sorry about the ring, but it's the only way I can get good lighting. So we have a threat, okay? We then have a stress response. Our adrenal glands produce the stress hormones, which are cortisol, adrenaline. I'm not going to go into the whole biochemistry of it all. But what happens here is that it increases, or for some, it actually decreases our appetite. It can cause inflammation as well in the body. Now, we don't want inflammation at the moment because inflammation is going to cause havoc with our gut. It's going to suppress our immune system, and it's going to definitely not help our moods and our stress response. So the adrenals will increase the inflammation in the body. It also shuts down non-essential body functions, okay? So you find that you're more prone to indigestion. So digestion starts to shut down a little bit. So stress can actually eat away at the digestive system. A lot of people get ulcers when they're stressed. Asthmatics tend to have a flare-up when they're stressed. But what is more important is that the stress hormones enter via the blood into the blood vessels. It then causes increased blood pressure, increased heartbeat, cholesterol levels go up. And I'd love to talk to everybody more about the stress connection between stress and cholesterol levels. The heart attack and stroke risk factors go up. But have a look over here. We get more aging. So there's a link between stress and telomeres. So the more stress we have over a period of time, right, chronic stress over a period of time is linked to aging, weight issues, All right, that's why we always on our weight loss program get stress under control. That's one of the key principles that makes us very different from our competitors on how we get the weight down. We address sleep issues, and that's something that we know a lot about. All right, we know how to help people sleep. Gastrointestinal issues, so we see a flare up, a resurgence of their heartburn and digestive issues. Cardiovascular disease, okay? So all of these stress hormones are linked to cardiovascular disease, infertility, stress, skin issues. So I just wanted to share the cascade of events, what happens when we are stressing, from just a normal stress response throughout the day. Guys, stress is linked to lowered immune system, and now more than ever, we need to make sure that our immune systems are robust, they're strong, so that we can certainly fight any viruses that are thrown our way. And one of the main things we have to do is get stress and our sleep patterns under control. Look, if you're not in our LTLA community group, please reach out, let me know, because I'd love to get you in there, and that's where a lot of our really good information is being filtered through. Just reach out, here to support. Thanks guys, bye.